headphones?
Just a minute. Alright, so you're doing this. It's all you. Right here is where the chat's going to pop up and you can read it and talk to him. Alright? Ready? Okay. Let's see. Let's share it around a little bit. Can you hear? Okay.
Hi, Daddy.
Hi, Evie. I see you.
I can't even hear.
You can't even hear. Do you want to even hear?
Yes.
You hear it now? Yeah? Okay.
What? This looks really cool. Poor Link, though. Save him, horse. Is it him? Nope. That guy looks pretty strong. Oh, there's so many. Wow. If anyone's watching, hi. It's me in the video today. Well, actually, there's Evie. You can see her little head popping out over there. Oh, that looks fun. That looks like a fun game. I can't wait.
There's a technical difficulty, Oscar.
Yeah?
You can hear what's going on, but they can only hear you.
Oh.
She's invited to a gorgeous...
Bit.
I love the person who's voice acting like, oh, lucky him. So it's a hotel, but it's called mansion. I love the first Luigi's Mansion. I never completed it though.
There's a technical difficulty, Oscar. You can hear what's going on, but they can only hear you.
I like how they get stuck there. I love the person who's voice acting like, oh, I can't wait to play this. This looks so cool. I love the first Luigi's Mansion. I never completed it.
The powerful air pressure released will blow away, and it's perfect for when you need a little air.
This is cool.
We simply can't overlook the latest invention from Professor Egad.
But who is the
Luigi. Change between Luigi and Luigi to use both their skills. Luigi can do everything from stepping through metal fences to walking on spikes.
I can't wait to play this with someone like Katie or Dee or Daddy.
Proceed with caution. Luigi and water.
Oh no, Luigi!
Now please direct your attention to the Scare Scraper. Spooky? Sure. Yet it also houses up to 8 players for local or online co-op gameplay. Seek and find ideal misplaced toads and face any challenges the tower throws at you together.
Really?
I was thinking, what's that? I think what is this? A dog?
With floor after floor of oddities, traps and mischievous ghosts lurk within. What will befall our missing Mario and friends, and his dear brother Luigi? Their fate rests in your hands. Luigi's Mansion 3.
You have to. We have to get that.
So that was
Or do we already have
the
that?
latest game in a series that
We
I
don't.
personally love. And we can look forward to seeing some of the new gameplay elements that await in this strange hotel as we dive deeper into this title on Nintendo Treehouse live at E3 2019. We'll be streaming content, some you've never seen before, right from the show floor, including live gameplay of Super Mario Maker 2. And on day 3, our Treehouse staff will get their hands on some promising indie games that are new to Nintendo Switch. While you watch today's Nintendo Direct, keep an eye out for this icon to learn what other games will appear on Nintendo Treehouse live at E3 2019. You won't want to miss it. Or this. Have a look.
Hey, Daddy, are you texting me? This looks so weird.
You're noisy, Bucky.
What?
Bucky's noisy.
Yeah.
Scoot you into the frame some more, Eve.
I said that it was him.
You got 2 people watching you.
Really?
Yeah, right here it says.
Oh. Well, hi. I don't think I'd try to play that game. It just looks weird. This looks so cool. It's really cute too. It's so cute. They're just little clay figures. This looks really cool. Also, Link can jump. Yeah, it does look like a big bottle. Is he gonna whack that or explode it? I must know. Da 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 da.
Action RPG Trials of Mana is getting a global release on Nintendo Switch.
You got somebody trying to chat with you, Oscar.
Really? Oh.
Set destiny in motion with the power of
Katie!
Trials of Mana.
What's the matter?
Read your chat. No. Katie. What? You're my only chatter. I have people watching this though.
Okay, we tried to chat you.
Yeah. Sorry.
I'm looking for a woman with ashen hair. Seen her?
I was hoping you'd come.
That looks kind of creepy. Hi!
Let's all agree to meet back at the monastery exactly 5 years from today.
Like a class reunion?
Hey,
You will
Katie.
come, won't you?
You told me to say hi.
Years ago.
Ha.
That looks cool.
is big.
Yeah, this is the type of game that you'd probably like.
This one's gotta be the worst in history.
I thought it looked kind of cool too.
Kill every last
But you probably think that it looks better than I do.
Who are you talking to?
Katie.
Oh. Hi, Katie.
No choice.
I can't see you, but I know you are there.
Yeah, Evie's talking to you.
Must put a stop to this cycle of the strong trampling the weak. So the Philistine consumes even the darkness itself.
Mario. We saw Mario 3 on Daddy's computer.
Mario 3?
Uh-huh. Mario 3.
Katie says hi, Evie.
Hi. I can't hear her.
No, you can't hear her. She types it. She said something looked cool. I'm not sure what she said looked cool though.
This.
Oh.
I was talking to her about
How
it.
lovely it would be for this moment to last forever.
Hey, I can see.
Switch is the only gaming console you can play, not only on your TV at home, but anywhere you go. In fact, with a system like this, it might be fun to play Resident Evil at a location like this.
I would never, ever do what they're doing. Going into creepy house in the woods. How'd they get that key is my question.
Found it.
Did old people live there where they hid it under their rug? Or
Found
under a
it.
fake rock? This is creepy. How could they play in these conditions? It's so creepy. Evie, this has zombies in it. So do you want to look away?
I saw the beginning.
Oh.
Did it just eat him? It's gonna come back. Okay. Did I get it? I got it. Oh, I can do it. Whoa.
That is creepy.
But he went back to grab the stuff.
Backpack, yeah, that was funny, but
Playing a Resident Evil game in a place like that might not be my way to play,
the
but
scary game too looked cool.
I bet you could
They're real
find your way to
people.
play.
That
Don't you
looks
think?
cool.
For now,
Oh.
please take a look.
Sorry, I didn't realize that you were chatting to me. What is it?
4th of July? If not, is the Empire striking back or what? Looks like things are gonna get weird today. Hey, she...
What is happening? What the? What? What? What the? What is even happening? There's some lazy guy with the neck cast on, and now look at him. What?
Probably some planet-eating type dude waiting for me up ahead.
What?
All young and powerful.
Does your neck feel better now? Have you shaved your beard? Somehow you got a scar on your forehead. What is happening? I don't understand. Power Rangers.
Ha ha ha. Why is there only one Power Ranger?
Evie, it's a joke.
There totally are. It's Travis Touchdown. I'm the last hero around, here to save the world. I'm also just a passing assassin. Now let's do this.
What?
Start the game.
So is he an... So is he an anti-hero?
He said,
Neither.
welcome back to the Garden of Madness.
Yeah.
This is Kaiser. He led an elite team of Contras during the war.
Oh.
HB is actually a cyborg. I love him so much. This is Miss Harakiri and her alien gut bucket. They survived by merging together during the alien wars. The gentleman, the sweetest bug you'll ever meet.
Soiled my arm.
Battle aliens. Kill everything. Save the world. Yeah. That looks cool. No more heroes? Oh, yeah, well, monsters versus aliens. Yes, yes, yes.
Hey, Katie, this is Evie, but you can't see me very much.
I have arrived.
Don't give up.
Begin the mission.
Now I'm just gotta go.
The battle's already started?
If you get in our way, we will eliminate you.
A new Contra. I don't know, maybe. Looks real weird. Looks cool though. Weird in a cool way. Bum bum bum. Aw. Now I have 3 viewers. Hi.
Bucky, my good boy. Come on. I am talking to Bucky.
Okay. Whoa. Riding a dragon. That's a giant nose. Riding a giant dragon.
Did you hear me?
Yes, I heard you. Well, you just couldn't hear me.
Yeah.
And my two sisters.
Konnichiwa. Hello, I'm Shinya Takahashi from Nintendo. Earlier this month, we held a Pokemon Direct for the latest games in the series, Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield. The developers from Game Freak showcased the new Galar region, the location of your new adventure, and some new Pokemon you'll encounter there. It will be a while until these games launch, so please stay tuned. By the way, in these games, you can use certain functions of the Pokeball Plus accessory, allowing you to take a Pokemon from one of these games out for a stroll through the real world with you.
Oh, that's cool.
You may not be able to use the device as a game controller, but if you spend some quality time with a favorite Pokemon of yours, then something good might happen. In the Nintendo booth at this year's E3, fans can play Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield for the first time anywhere in the world. In this gameplay demo, you can challenge one of the gyms in the Galar region, the one and only Water Gym, where the Water-type gym leader Nessa will be there waiting for you. If you're attending this year's show, I encourage you to experience a battle between Dynamax Pokemon, which is an advanced strategy from this region. Also,
here's what I
immediately
say.
after this Nintendo Direct,
Try and bring an electric type if you can find even
Sword
one.
and Pokemon Shield
They will not stand a
on
chance.
Nintendo Treehouse Live. And now I'd like to shift gears. Please have a look at this.
A new Panther Dragon. Trogdor! Trogdor! Aww.
I've been waiting for you. As you know, Earth is currently under extra-dimensional attack. Chimeras, like the ones you've just seen for the first time. At this rate, all of humankind will be pulled into the Chimera.
Oh no, that poor guy.
We're facing down the end of the world.
That poor guy.
Through blood, sweat, and years of research, we finally made it. The ultimate counter-chimeric weapon. By neurologically syncing captured chimeras with human operators, we established control and made powerful allies. I'm referring, of course, to the legions.
I want to go upstairs.
Your power, it's not the blessing you think it is. When a Legionis and a Legion are perfectly synchronized, it's like they're two parts of one body.
No use! The override release isn't going through!
That's impossible.
And when half of that body is about to die, the Legion's survival instincts kick in to save it.
No way! There's no way! What good could this possibly be?
It's a long shot, but it's the only shot we have. It's all up to you, my friend.
A blessing from the Legion. Or maybe I should say,
What?
a curse. We can't turn back now.
I've got to know the whole truth. He's still alive out there. I know he is.
Ooh, Katie. This looks really cool. Oh, I'm glad that 3 people are back. First seeing everything before everything explodes and catches on fire. Shot by bullets. It's funny how the guns are sucking back the bullets. Oh, this is a bad guy. How are you doing, Oscar? I just came upstairs. I was doing fine. Oh, it's a Marvel
They
game.
deserve something much worse.
Mysterio's in it.
Even with this stone at my command, this may not be a battle we can win.
Oh, sure.
Whatever's happening, we can beat it. Keep fighting.
Jump in anytime now, darlings.
So just connecting like all the universes and comics and everything.
Oscar,
Mm-hmm.
mayonnaise or mustard on your turkey sandwich?
Mayonnaise.
All hope is fleeting in the face of Thanos.
Oh look, Thor has a beard again. X-Men? Where is it? That's cool. Well, that looks really cool. What? Shovel Knight's daughter. I'm just kidding. But that'd be cool if that what it was. What? Oh, it was Zelda. Oh, I hated that boss. Are they having a running test? Well, you know, Sonic can't swim, so I think on that surfing thing, Mario's gonna win. Tails! You just hit a girl! You just kicked a girl in the face! Why is Wario on the team? Just what? You have Tails.
So, what do you think so far? Now for some follow-up information on a game that fans have been waiting for. Please take a look.
This looks so cool.
Your attention, please. The Nook Inc. Getaway Package charter flight will soon be arriving at the deserted island.
Who says Mario can swim? Katie, look. For the Switch. Oh, this is real cool. Yeah. A boat, I bet. Nope. New Horizons. Welcome to Animal Crossing.
Originally, we announced this title as a 2019 release. However, we need to change its release date to March 20th of 2020. To ensure that the game is the best it can be, we must ask you to wait a little longer than we thought. We hope you look forward to the latest installment of Animal Crossing. On Nintendo Treehouse Live, the game's producer, Mr. Nogami, and the director, Ms. Kilbert, will come on for a live demonstration of some early moments in the game, so please stick around until it starts. By the way, there are many different types of games coming to Nintendo Switch from Nintendo and our partners. So,
actually, not because I really like watching this. It's a lot of fun.
And beyond. Let's have a look.
No. Oh, that looks very cool. What is that? What? Probably mods for Minecraft. They defeated that guy with a basketball. That's cool. I can't wait until that Animal Crossing comes out. Aww. I'm glad that one viewer watching this stuck with me. Hey, Neil, my dad's talking to you through the chat.
Hey Oscar, I got bad news.
Yeah?
Looks like we're out of mayonnaise. So, you want mustard on your turkey sandwich?
No.
Or horseradish sauce?
No.
What do you still want a sandwich? What is he doing in there?
What?
Still want a sandwich?
Yeah. Just no condiments then.
No condiments?! What kind of sandwich is that? That's a sandwich of sadness.
No.
Sure you want to try mustard? It's good.
No. Daddy, you better chat to me. Neil, he's talking to you. What? Oh. Oh no. Banjo-Kazooie.
I knew it! I freaking knew it! Banjo-Kazooie. Heck yes.
It's funny how the dog at the beginning pretended to be him. It's like too mad. No, just I can only have mayonnaise. I just choose down mayonnaise or nothing. Aw, no, 14K rule. Everyone loves him. Ate his cupcakes on the hand.
That obviously wasn't Duck Hunt Silhouette, was it? Please stay tuned for more information about DLC in the future. As for Nintendo Switch, we have more games in development beyond what we've shown you today. I'm looking forward to the day we can introduce them to you. Speaking of, before we end this direct, I actually have one more thing to show you. Thank you very much for watching. Until next time.
Hey, what you guys doing there? Not a good idea. That's not a good idea. Zelda, Link, I'm telling you, get out of there.
What is this?
Thank you, Daddy.
What? What? Is this Breath of the Wild DLC?
Yeah. That's definitely Breath of the Wild. He's alive again. I've killed him so many times. He's back to life. Again. I got the pooch.
Sequel to what? That's
Wait,
awesome.
There's a sequel?
That's freaking cool. Huzzah. Well, I guess that's over. I don't know if they're doing like treehouse stuff after or not.
Watching people play it. Geez, you're a good boy.
Hey, good morning.
Oh, they are.
And welcome to E3 2019. I'm Doug Bowser from Nintendo of America.
Love you, Bubba.
And he is
Love
Bill
you too.
Trinan from Nintendo Treehouse. We're here at the Nintendo booth. We're going to spend a couple minutes talking about what we just saw in that Nintendo Direct, and we're going to give you a sneak peek at that. So, Bill, I don't know about you, but I think there's a lot of folks out there that are pretty excited about what they just saw.
Well, Doug, I think it goes without question that I, myself, am a huge fan of the Legend of Zelda series. Like a lot of people, I've put a lot of time into Breath of the Wild. So, personally, I am incredibly excited that we're not getting new DLC. We are getting a full sequel, a brand new game in development for Nintendo Switch. Hopefully everyone out there is excited as well. Certainly, if you're a Zelda fan, there was a lot to like in this Nintendo Direct. A lot of other things as well. Lots of games for lots of players, from Dragon Quest XI-S to even things like Panzer Dragoon, the Dark...
Oh, what?
Was there anything...
You're eating right now?
For me personally,
Yeah.
I look forward to
I'm
Luigi's
hungry.
3. I'm
Okay.
a huge fan of the series, and I look forward to being able to walk through the various levels of this spooky hotel with my sidekick
Spooky
Luigi.
hotel.
And the thing I'm actually really looking forward to is
Talking about the Luigi's Mansion 3.
capabilities,
Oh, there's a
including
third
the
one?
slam move. It's gonna be a lot of fun killing.
But this time,
Killing ghosts.
Princess Peach is also captured.
Yeah, I have a feeling this game's gonna suck up a little bit of my time.
You just did that.
That was a dad joke.
The only reason it's bad this time is because somebody put them into the painting, so now the bomb can go into his boss level and run up his mountain.
In our booth to a Pokemon game. The booth looks fantastic. I think we're going to go ahead and give you a quick sneak peek of that.
Yeah, the bomb mountain,
because
he used to jump in
and
painting.
what we've done is we have recreated the Gym Leader Battle Arena. So everybody here at E3 is going to get a chance to play Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield in the environment of the Gym Leader Battle Arena, and I think that's going to be really great for them. But we have something special for everybody watching live. Our very first segment on Nintendo Treehouse Live this year at E3 is going to be Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield, and we're going to give people a look at a much bigger...
That guy looks like one of the Ghostbusters.
And I think that the team is almost ready.
Who loves orange soda?
Not me!
Oscar loves orange soda. Is it true? Did you take the cheese off that sandwich?
Yeah.
Are you out of your mind?
You just wanted turkey
No
on
condiments,
bread.
no cheese, just turkey and bread. You're insane.
Orange
and
soda's nasty.
internet, it's not that I'm not feeding the other kids. They already ate.
Yeah.
Hi everyone, welcome to Nintendo Treehouse Live 2019. My name is Teresa.
Hey, those are my
The
headphones.
first
Hey,
view of
these are my
Sword and
headphones.
Pokemon Shield.
Here, we can share.
Our very, very special guests, Mr. Masuda, who is the game producer.
Wait.
Mr. Amori, who is
I got
the
it.
director, and
We can share. We can
company.
share, Amy.
Thank you very
This
much.
is gonna work,
They
okay?
also have little cameo appearances of Square Bunny, Gertrude,
There.
and Sable. They're super, super cute. And then I'm also accompanied by
And the
Terry and Bill, who just cartwheeled into our segment over here. All right, so to kick things off, there was a lot of announcements from the
Oh, look
Pokemon
at their
Direct last week,
Pokemon
and then there was some
plushies.
more,
They're all so
information that came out
ugly.
this morning.
Yeah, why
so
did they
Masuda,
pick the
do you have
ugliest
anything to add
Pokemon?
to,
I don't know.
That information.
All of them except for the frowny face one.
Yeah.
It's just confusing.
And the bunny one.
That's a mixture between a duck and a monkey. Yeah. Duck. I just don't like that the bunny is not chunky. It's cute, but it's not chunky. Show the internet our hamster. No, he's my hamster. Show the internet your hamster. No.
I'm really happy to finally be able to reveal one of the big features of the game.
Aww.
Dynamax.
Not yet. They're not ready to see its cuteness.
I'm actually really, really excited. I think we're gonna get a sneak peek.
Show your real
Pokemon. Do you have anything else to add?
Subscribers.
Today was anything
My
you can share
Pokemon
about
is
it?
Poochie.
Be showing on
Yeah.
Treehouse Live for everybody watching at home.
Hello, well, my sister has.
Oh, that guy in the middle is a translator.
My sister has a Pokemon and its name is Poochie. She's not gonna show it yet. Wait and see.
So in the direct we just saw, we revealed the water type gym and gym challenge and the gym leader Nessa. But in today's Treehouse Live, I want to demonstrate via actual live gameplay the wild area as well as some max raid battle gameplay. That's right, and the wild area is something that's brand new for the Pokemon games.
Okay, now.
An area like this.
Now.
Ew, I don't like
I have Poochie.
What it is?
No.
ワイルドエリア、こういうなんていうんですかエリアっていうのは多分ポケモンシリーズでも初めてのことだと思うんですけども、もうちょっと詳しく
If you don't give me Poochie, you're not allowed to watch The Office.
What?
If you give me, I mean, if you don't, he's pooping.
Ew, you can have him.
So this is really kind of the first time that we've had such a huge, wide open area in the Pokemon main series.
Sorry, Neil, that's just not how I like my
You find the
sandwiches.
widest variety of wild Pokemon
look!
out of any area in the games, and it also changes the Pokemon you
That's
can
so,
encounter
that
depending on
looks
the weather
that
conditions and where you go and
sounds
the
a
time
lot
of
more
day.
fun than
Yeah.
Also, it rains. Doesn't just stay
How
down. Do you catch
This is
water Pokemon? No!
Okay.
And the wild
Not
area
yet.
spans across multiple towns, so your adventure will
How do you
take
catch
also
water
the
Pokemon?
wild area multiple times, and as you can see on screen here, you can control the camera freely in this area to better find hidden items.
Well, on some of the games, they'll give you 3 different types of Pokemon, and it'd be like grass, water, and
Yeah, but how do you catch water type?
Man.
Hey, if that hamster pooped, you better pick it up.
Yeah.
You hear me?
Yeah, Evie had it in her hand. You better pick up that hamster poop. Ah! Oh, they're both bunnies. Aww. That bunny was first. The one with the mud on his ears. He was first.
So yeah, we have the Pokemon wandering about the field. We call them kind of symbol encounters, where you can see the Pokemon before you actually
Oh no!
But at the same time, you actually
All he wanted to do was dig!
That kind of simplifies that it's a...
What he does is he digs in the ground with his ears. But that's all he wanted to do. I think I got him from McDonald's.
Not knowing what they're going to encounter. Yeah, that's great. It looks like we've got a lot of different types of Pokemon that appear out here in the wild area as well.
Oh wait, I didn't answer your question. How do you catch water type? Is some water type are in the grass sometimes. Well, actually, some of your Pokemon are allowed to learn this move called Swim. They swim in the water, and then you can run into other water types.
Okay.
And that's how you catch them.
All of those,
and you'll find that their Pokemon abilities are back as well.
All of the exclamation points are just wangles.
Yeah, certainly I think fans are
it would be hilarious if you play the game and all the exclamation points are just flying type Pokemon.
As well as in their one-on-one battles as well.
そうだね、まあ、深いバトルシステムは多分楽しみにしてるファンもいると思うんですけど、野生ポケモンとのバトルだけではなくて他のプレイヤーとの通信対戦を通してもできるということですよね。そうですね、通信で対戦したり。
So is it Pokemon or Pokemon?
そういった方にはすごく満足いただけるようなバトルになっています。
Because people say Pokemon.
You can have link battles with other players, and
Ash Ketchum says Pokemon.
To kind of this return of the really, in-depth or the deep battle system that we have to, really compete with each other.
Pokemon. Oh, he can whistle.
出るんで、その水タイプのポケモンが出てます。で、場所によってはその天候が変わったりすることもあって、それで氷タイプさまざまなポケモンが天候によって出てきます。
You can see it's actually raining right now where we're wandering about, and depending on the weather condition, the kind of certain types of Pokemon will appear more frequently. Right now, we'll see more water-type Pokemon, and maybe if it was snowing, you'd see more ice-type Pokemon, for example.
You also have ground-type Pokemon because it's raining, and they like mud.
It's pretty dynamic, so if you come back a different day, the weather may be completely different. So we really think that players will have a lot of fun coming back multiple times and seeing the different Pokemon.
If it's really hot, I bet they'll have fire-type Pokemon.
But it looks like Terry can also whistle to attract Pokemon, and different Pokemon have different reactions to when he does that.
まあエンカウントシステムの話をしてたと思うんですけど、今ちょっと口笛を
I
いろん
need
な反応
someone
を
to open the door.
ちょっと教えてもらえますでしょうか。そうですね。ポケモンは種類によって近づいプレイヤーを見ると近づいてきたり逆にこう逃げていったりするポケモンもいます。でなかなかこう空を飛んでいるポケモンとかが捕まえづらかったりするんですけど、口笛を吹くことでこちらにこう降りてやったりとかですねして、いろんなポケモンとできる。
Thank you. I need more.
Where's the food? Okay.
Encounter them very easily. They have to attract their attention by whistling at them. But at the same time, like you said, there's kind of different Pokemon react differently. Some might see you.
You know, it's actually kind of sad that
curious about you and approach you.
That you kill wild Pokemon? No. I mean, yes, but you knock them out, Katie. So, whenever Pokemon are knocked out, they can die. Yeah, I saw it on the show. Help, he's dying! And she's just standing there smiling.
This part of the wild area as we kind of head closer to the towns in the game. And that should give us a good sense of this one particular part of the wild area, but clearly there's a lot more to the wild area than even what we're showing here today.
今日お見せするのはあくまでもこの近くの町に近づくこの辺りだけをちょっと紹介するんですけど、もっともっと本当に広くていろん実は場所がワイルドエリアにあるということですよね。そうですね。かなりこうポケモンシリーズによっては広い場所となってまして、遠くに行けば実は強いポケモンとかも出たりしてですね、自分の気持ちに合わせてこう遠くに行ってみたりとか、
Oh no, it's snowing.
捕まえたりとか、いろいろ冒険してもらえたらなと思います。Yeah, this is just a small portion of the wild area. If you
Is it ever sunny?
Really far out there, there's
Yeah, probably.
It's much wider. There's a lot available to discover. For example,
why are those Machops there?
Try and seek out.
Machops. Yeah. Why are they there? They don't have any fur or anything. Maybe it's just the place where they live. Oh. Hey, Katie. When I captured a Machop on one of my games, what happened was I named it Frisbee Head. Cool.
Quietly approach some of the more perhaps timid Pokemon. Otherwise, they might run away from you.
You talked about
What
how
about
when
those
the weather
pink
changes, that specific
things?
Pokemon like appear more often. So like right now
Oh.
it's hailing, so there's a different variety.
そうですね、今、氷
そう
が
ね
降ってるので、
はい
ちょっと違うタイプのポケモンがちらほらと、まあ、ちょっと見かけられますよね。
ここは今天候が雪になっているので、こういう
Chuck and Neo, are you still there?
Yeah, since it's snowing right now, we might see a more, more ice type Pokemon appearing in the
Oh, yeah, I called him Frisbee Head and then he
And
evolved into
very
that.
taunting.
近づいてきました。挑発してるみたいな感じですね。
Always taking my fights.
Now, of course, you can access the wild area from very early in the game, but as we see here, there are some rather strong Pokemon out there.
結構序盤からワイルドエリアに行けるようになると思うんですけども、結構じゃあ、まあ、ここではレベル高いポケモンも出現するということですね。
そうですね。ちょっと奥に行けばやっぱりレベルの高いポケモンって今かなりこうレベルに差があるんで、これはちょっと。
Show me some more Animal Crossing.
Some very high level Pokemon that you maybe can't take on, so you probably run away from this one.
Oh no! Score buddy.
This looks great. This looks great. I would definitely play it, but I would want to play Animal Crossing more.
You gotta wait.
Of course, one of the other things that we saw in one of the Nintendo Directs was that to kind of help you navigate the wild area, we saw the return of the bicycle.
バイク
なんですけれども、自転車が今回復活するということで、多分喜ばれるファンもいる。
You get a bicycle?
自転車
Yeah.
はファンも結構多くいたりするんで。
You only get a bike in a couple of the games,
広大な
though.
エリアを冒険することができます。
Some of the games only have run. Oh, that is awesome! Now I can finally catch water
それ
type.
でちょっとこう利用するダッシュでこう
Yeah, but then it's gonna be like, you have to do this to get the bicycle.
非常にそのまま乗れたと思うんですけど、
And it's like, you have to have a water type to get the water bicycle. Yeah.
冒険することができるようになってます。
Yeah, it really helps you get around the wild area.
Why
very
isn't their
quickly.
bicycle
You can, click on the
electric?
B button to kind of get a little dash
I don't know.
going, so you can get some extra speed. And as you saw, you can just kind of seamlessly transition to going above, off
Oh.
there, kind of right
They
above
just
the water.
explained it
Hi.
so you can get
It's
extra speed.
definitely a bike I wish I had when I was younger.
Hello. Hi.
そうですね、ダッシュできたらすごいスピードで走れますから。
Yeah, definitely get you around quickly.
You found a
And of course, we
pungent?
also see that there's, certain secrets out in the wild area for players to find.
なんかちょっとなんていうか隠れ的なものもちょっと調べられてるんですね。
ワイルドエリアはいろいろそのキラキラと光ってるアイテムが落ちていたりするので、毎日訪れるとまた新しいアイテムを見つけることができます。
Yeah, every time you come back, you'll find
Oh no.
hidden items.
Katie, look. That is the most powerfulest Pokemon in the world.
Activities to enjoy, like
It has a unicorn horn. How could it not be powerful? Its evolution is actually pretty powerful.
釣りもその一つですね。
What is
Definitely lots of
Gloria?
wild area, and as you mentioned, fishing.
Probably, it's the name of his Pokemons, probably.
やっぱりいろんなポケモンであったりしてほしいな。
Gloria.
A lot of different ways to
Gloria, Gloria, Gloria. No, it
Gloria.
can't be the name of his
One other
Pokemon.
thing that
Nope.
we've noticed here on the left side is that we're seeing some icons pop up on the left
Yeah.
side of the screen.
なんか画面左の方にちょっといろんなアイコンが出てるんですけども、何でしょうか。
そうですね、Y と書かれているものと、その上にいろんなアイコンが、ステッカーがあるんですけども、これは、YY 通信といって、今回のソードシールドでいろんな通信を遊べるような仕組みがこの YY 通信になってます。
So this is part of the new kind of communication functionality we're calling that's through this device called the Y-Com in the games, and you can actually have these what we're calling stamps appear to kind of show what other players are up to.
で今実はこれ
Hey,
近くで
we
増田さ
can
んが
watch
そ
the
のまま遊
chat.
んでいるんですけども、
What?
その、
Nothing.
交換をしたいっていうアイコンがここに来ます。
So this is actually Masuda-san playing right next to us. He's playing the Gloria character there, but this stamp is signifying that he wants to trade with us.
ここで、通信交換とか対戦とかを、自由に呼びかけたりして、例えばマックスレイドバトルもここで呼びかけることができます。
So you can use these stamps to kind of invite people to battle, trade, or even try and get other players to join you in a max raid battle.
Gloria.
Oh, that's the name of the person.
He's playing Gloria right now.
You obtained pack of potatoes.
いろいろなプレイヤーが違う目的を持って遊んでたりするんですけども、そういった、プレイヤーが、出会う場所でもありますね。
So there's a lot of different
reasons that players will come back to the wild area, but you can kind of encounter them.
Oh wait, they're playing the American version because she was talking in English. Yeah. So they've already done all that. You know something sad, Katie? What? The Animal Crossing is taking, it will be done in March 2020. Yep.
That's right.
That's next
now,
year.
Terry has,
yeah, I know. That's 3/20s. 2020.
There's some lights in the background, these red horrible lights. Could you guys
can't wait to get it, can you? Why can't it come out now? I like how I'm gonna have the Switch all the time. Okay? All the time. All times.
非常に強力な、ダイマックスポケモンがいます。そのパワー、エネルギーが赤い光で出ています。So those are actually what are called Pokemon dens, and there's a red light emitting from them when there is a Dynamax Pokemon inside. So the red light kind of represents the energy of the Dynamax when I'm in there. 光のところに行くとマックスレイドバトルをチャレンジすることができます。And what that means for the player is that you can go there and encounter that Dynamax Pokemon in a max raid battle.
Maybe Daddy will get another Switch and we can both play at the same time.
そうですね。早速じゃあマックスレイドバトルもそうですね。ちょっとやってみたいと思います。はい。
Switches are expensive.
Alright, so as we're prepping up to do said max rate battle, Mr. Mori, Mr. Masuda, could you explain a little bit more to the people watching at home about what the Dynamax feature is?
ちょっとダイナマックスについてもう少し詳しく教えてもらっていいですか？そうですね。これまでですね、メガ進化とか Z 技っていう要素があったんですけども、今作ポケモンがパワーアップする新要素として入っているのがダイナマックスです。 So Dynamax is actually a new way to power up your Pokemon in these games. It replaces what we've seen previously, for example, Mega Evolution and Z-Move. これそうですね、ダイマックスレイドバトルなんですけども、好きな、ポケモンを1匹選んで戦うことができます。今回はボックスからも1匹選べるので、そこから1匹選んでルカリオンと選んで戦ってみようと思います。And each player participating in the battle can choose one Pokemon from either their party or from the box. So it's important to choose one of your stronger Pokemon since you before you go into the max raid battle. 今回1匹なんで途中で交換はできないので、この1匹大切に戦ってください。And you only get to choose one, and you can't change during the battle, so you've got to make sure it's a good choice.
So strategy and communication is incredibly key here.
ということはもうプレイヤー同士のコミュニケーションというのは非常に大切になってくるんですよね。4人で戦うので、その役割分担と連携がすごい大事になってます。Yeah, cooperation between the players and also really determining the roles is going to be very important to defeating the opponent. 例えば、タイプ相性の強い、良い技を持っているポケモンが中心となって攻撃して、で戦況に合わせて補助技とか、回復技で味方をサポートするっていうのがすごい大事だと思います。So yeah, once you get into the battle, identifying maybe which of the 4 Pokemon will have the best type advantage to be the main attacker, and also like who can be the best kind of supporter or the Pokemon that will use healing moves to support the team.
Yes, I'm playing as Togekiss, so for my first move, I've used Reflect to try to protect all of us a bit.
そうですね。僕はトゲキスを使ってるんですけども、今リフレクターを出してちょっとチームを守ろうとしてます。はい。Thank you. そうするとみんながこう守備力が上がるんで、それによってこう攻撃が強かったとしても防げることができます。That'll definitely help protect against some of these powerful attacks.
Alright, so I guess we should do roll call. I'm playing Ludicolo, so I'm actually just got hit, and as we can see here, Steelix is doing multiple attacks. Is that fair?
ちょっと今ハガネールが連続で、技をいろいろ出してきたんですけれども、それって結構不公平ですよね。そうですね。ダイワックスをしているポケモンは、状況に合わせてやっぱり2回攻撃してきたりとかですねしますので、油断しないように戦ってほしいなと思います。So yeah, when you're going up against a Dynamax Pokemon, sometimes they will take multiple moves, and so you really kind of can't let your guard down.
自分トムでウィンディ使ってるけどちょっとでかくなっていいですか？
So I'm actually the Tom character here playing Arcanine. Is it okay if I use Dynamax?
Absolutely.
I think we need all the help we can get.
ぜひお願いします。ダイマックスなんですけども、各ターン、プレイヤーは1回しか できないんですね。で、プレイヤー側が順番にダイマックス権利が回ってきます。で、バトル中にどのプレイヤーか、1人しか、1回しかダイマックスできないので、このダイマックスタイミングも非常に重要となっています。
The ability to use Dynamax that actually rotates between the players each turn, but your team can only use Dynamax once throughout the entire battle, so it's important to kind of identify what the exact right timing is to be able to, exploit its power. So yeah, obviously a lot of strategy goes into these Dynamax raid battles.
結構じゃあ戦略性の高いバトルなので、そうですね。で、ダイマックス技を使うと、その効果によって、例えば今、炎の技でしたので、日照りになりました。
Yeah, and you can see that there are, once you Dynamax, the Pokemon's moves will all turn into max moves, which are much more powerful, and they also have these added effects, like you saw the drought was just triggered based off Arcanine's attack.
Yeah, and they look really cool too.
見た目もすごいかっこいいですね。迫力がすごいあります。
Yeah, definitely. I think it's very impressive.
And as we could see, Steelix just put up a barrier around him.
今ちょっとなんかバリアを張ったみたいな感じになってるんですけど、今日照りになったのでソーラービームが一旦で出せましたね。で、これもまた連携のすごいいい連携だと思います。
ですね、バリアの方は
そうですね。で、バリアなんですけども。不思議なバリアというものがダイマックスに貼られてまして、で今ヒットポイントがこう減ってくると、そういうバリアが登場します。
So yeah, but with the barrier, what happens is once its HP is reduced, it'll put up this kind of barrier that you have to take down before it will actually start taking lots of damage again.
で、この今ゲージが5つあるんですけど、ダメージを与えるごとに1つのゲージが減ってきます。で、攻撃力が低いポケモンでも高いポケモンでも一緒にで、その時はどのポケモンに攻撃してこのバリアを
What? You're spending a lot of time talking about this Pokemon game.
Yeah. Parts to the gauge, and each time you hit it with a damaging attack, at least one of those will be reduced. So even if your Pokemon isn't particularly powerful in the attack department, it can still reduce the gauge by just using a damaging attack.
ダイマックス技だと2ゲージ減らすことができます。
Well, yes, as you can see, my Togekiss used Dazzling Gleam, which is not particularly effective, but was still good enough to break that barrier down.
そうですね。今そんなに威力の高い技を使わなかったんですけど、それでもゲージが減ったってこと。そうです。で、攻撃力がないポケモンでもこういった場では活躍することができます。
So it's a good opportunity for even weaker Pokemon to participate and really contribute to the fight. And Dynamax moves, if you use it against it, it'll actually take down 2.
When is that burn gonna start working? It's going to hurt him every round.
So yeah, you guys have broken down the barrier, so now you just need to defeat the Pokemon.
We're very close, but one thing that we haven't talked about is that storm that's kind of lurking around Steelix. Could you talk a little bit about that?
なんかちょっと怪しい雲っていうか、その荒い天候っていうのは何でしょうか。あれはもうダイマックスしたポケモンのエネルギーがこう頭上でこう現れている状態で。
That's really the kind of the energy of the Dynamax phenomenon, just kind of brewing above their head.
もうちょっとで倒せますね。
Looks like you're probably going to be able to defeat this one without too much trouble.
この指攻撃を集中させたり
follow you make Togekiss the center of attention.
お、これで
Trying to be the
おー、there it is. マサさん倒しましたね。
Nicely
お、倒しましたね。
And we didn't have a single Pokemon faint. That was actually
Catch.
今回一匹も気絶してないので、ああ、よかったです。はい。
So now all of us have a chance to actually catch this Steelix. So by catching it, can we add them to our party?
これで勝利して、捕まえるチャンスがあるんですけれども、捕まえたら、手持ちのポケモンとして加えることができるということでしょうか。
あ、そうですね。でこの、ポケモンを倒すと、ゲットするチャンスが生まれます。で捕まえると、ポケモンをそのまま手持ちすることができたり、結構実はいいアイテムも手に入ることもできます。
捕まえた。
So yeah, you can actually, every player who participates in the battle are able to get a chance to catch it. But even if you don't catch the Pokemon, there's still a variety of rewards for the players that participate to get items and such that will help be beneficial in their adventure.
もう世界中の友達とか、プレイヤーとか友達とぜひ遊んでみたいなと思います。
So it's definitely something that I hope players will be excited to play along with their friends, but also other players from around the world. Yes, my daughter
thumbs
really
up,
got
yeah.
into Pokemon with Pokemon Let's Go, so I'm very excited to be able to do raid battles with her in Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield.
でもレッツゴーピカチュウ、レッツゴーイージーで娘がすごいポケモン好きになったので、結構一緒にマックスレイドバトルがちょっと楽しみにしております。
So I think, Masugi-san, I think there was another topic that you wanted to touch on?
実機プレイは多分以上になると思うんですけども、
はい
増田さんからお話ししたいことがあるっていうのは聞いたんですけども、
はい、そうですね、ちょっと皆さんにお伝えしたいことがあります。ポケモンホームはポケットモンスターシリーズとポケモン GO のポケモンたちを集めることが新しいサービスで、もちろんこのソードシールドとも連動します。
That's why it's having fun always so much
Pokemon
more.
Home service that we recently announced. So it will connect with the Pokemon RPGs as well as Pokemon Go to allow players to really gather all of their Pokemon in a single location. And
Ran
it will
over
also
my
work
feet.
with the Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield
Sorry.
games.
ただしここでこれまでポケモン
Are
の
you
サー
alright?
ビスをご利用していただいているファンの皆さんにちゃんとお伝えしたいなと思っていることがあります。
But there is one important change from the previous Pokemon Bank service that I want to tell all of its users about.
これまでのポケットモンスターシリーズは例えばサーモンではアローラ図鑑に含まれていないポケモンも、全種類をポケモンバンクから連れてくることができました。
So in previous games that worked with the Pokemon Bank service, you were able to, for example, in Sun and Moon, bring over any Pokemon even if they weren't in the Alola Pokedex.
でハードが任天堂スイッチになって、ポケモン1匹ずつに対しての、表現自体も、非常に豊かになりました。
But with the transition to the Nintendo Switch hardware, with its, it being much more powerful, allowing us to be much more expressive with each of the individual Pokemon.
でもう一つポケモンはもう今では図鑑番号でいうとやっぱり800を超えてます。
And now we're well over 800 Pokemon species in the games.
でその中で一つずつ大切にクオリティを上げてバトルバランスも取って、限られた、開発期間の中で最新作をお届けするためにどうするかっていうのは、長い間議論を重ねてきました。
At Game Freak, we really spent a lot of time thinking about what the best way to move forward was, really preserving the quality of all the different Pokemon, while also, taking into account the battle balance, having so many.
We must really love Pokemon.
A limited.
Just spent like half an hour talking about it.
Entering the series.
Oh, want them to talk about more Animal Crossing? Yeah, don't you? No. I think you're gonna. I love Animal Crossing. I love Animal Crossing, but not as much as you. I can't. I just want them to play more of that Zelda game. I mean that. That. Make me do it. I'm gonna play Animal Crossing. I'm gonna steal the Switch just to play Animal Crossing. It's gonna be amazing! You can set up stuff to look good outside!
So we were very careful. We spent a lot of time really thinking what the best selection of Pokemon to match the setting of the adventure would be.
さらに詳しい話は今後の取材とかインタビューでちゃんと説明していきたいと思います。
So I'll talk more about the details in future opportunities such as media interviews, but I wanted to let you know today.
ただ
But you talk about Animal Crossing.
ファンの皆さんには少しでも早くお伝えしたいなと思って本日お伝えさせていただきました。
I know there are a lot of users of the Pokemon Bank service who are looking forward to.
And he really wants to see some. Oh, it showed. All they showed was that you can put stuff outside, and that it was on the Switch. And now they have itemized bills.
I'll still be able to transfer from Pokemon Let's Go into Pokemon Sword and Shield through Pokemon Home.
Everybody has Pokemon pins on their shirt. Yeah. Pretty Pokemon. Keeping it in your place.
そうですね。ホームを経由して連れてくることができます。
That's right. Yeah, as long as they're in the Galar region Pokedex, you can transfer them from home.
That's great. Well,
そうです。もちろんですね、今作のソードシールドガラル地方でもまだ見ぬ新ポケモンを含めてかなりのポケモンが出てきますし、ポケモンのボリューム、ゲームのボリュームとしてもかなりの、満足いただけるようになっています。
Yeah, in the Galar region, you're going to find a lot of Pokemon, including a bunch of Pokemon that no one has discovered yet. So the games are definitely chock full of content.
ガラル図鑑を完成させるのも非常に大変だと思うんですけども、皆さんこう頑張って集めてほしいなと思います。
And it will be no small feat to complete the Galar Region Pokedex, but I do hope that players will give their best
Hey,
to try and catch them all in the
you guys think that they should put some more Animal Crossing on there? Some more Zelda.
In the wild area. But is there anything else that you want to add?
You done with the Pokemans?
Yeah, yeah. Do they talk about anything else besides Pokemon?
I don't know.
Take a look at
What are you talking about
I
now?
thought this was live.
It is live, but you guys are watching it on a little bit of a delay.
Oh.
Yeah.
By this really cool ambiance.
We've got a spooky fish called.
Oh, is this Luigi's Mansion stuff?
Oh, yeah, it is.
I'm putting the swimsuits in the dryer. When they're done, we'll go.
Okay.
Sound good?
Yeah.
Yeah. And we can see up above, we've got a lot of stuff happening.
Oh,
Real friends have been X'd out. That's just not nice. It's a little foreboding.
Not sure if you guys are going to be able to hear the music at home, but there's a lot of sort of just sound effects happening.
They're
Weird. I don't even know. It's the kind of sounds you hear in a horror movie.
It's intensely ooky. It's true.
Well, that one thing looks like that. Did you see that, Katie? Yeah, it looks like the Shadow of the Hat. Yeah, Cappy. I thought, Cappy, what are you doing at this ghost convention? Technically, he is a ghost,
Got a bellman.
but he's nice. He's a nice hat ghost.
Something hanging from the wall.
We better investigate, because that's what you do in horror themed areas. Oh, it's fine. Morgan, why did you get scared like that?
I don't know. I don't know how
That's
that
just creepy.
There's just things in here that
Yeah.
things just happen.
It's fine.
So,
Like
of
a little
course-
reception desk, because we're at a hotel again. So, but nobody's here, Morgan. That's kind of
Wait,
strange.
Luigi's Mansion is a hotel? Yeah. But it's of the Mansion franchise.
Lobby here in this haunted hotel. Nobody needs to worry about any of that.
Spider come down the wall over there.
Yeah, I've got more bellmen. We've got tons of creepy fog and ghosts all over the place.
You can see over here we've got all the gameplay happening. We've got. Oh! The ghost just flew by.
There's a ghost. Keep your eye out. They're all over the place. Yeah, and this really, really captures the atmosphere of Luigi's Mansion 3.
Yeah.
Only maybe it's a little scarier because you're actually inside of it.
Yeah, I think so. I'm excited to see this place once people get in, because again, we're inside the convention center. It is so, there's so many like blackout curtains or whatever that I do not feel like I'm inside. I feel like I'm in somewhere else completely.
Absolutely.
It's
If
really,
you're
really
here,
cool.
we encourage you to come and check this out. If not, we're gonna brave this haunted hotel for you.
I just saw 2 more ghosts run by.
Of course you did.
Somehow in midair above us.
What?
That's right. People are going to be able to check out the game here, and of course later on Nintendo Treehouse Live at E3, we're going to get some live gameplay footage of this game as well. So please look forward to that.
Let's head back over here toward these, some of these.
Yeah, beware of ghosts again. I love those sound effects that you hear piping in all over the place. We've got coins. We've got ghoulish laughs.
Yeah, we've got some fog. There's some fog coming in too from like, I don't know where it's coming
We
from.
don't know where it's coming from, guys.
So let's go back over to these shapes over here. We didn't quite get a good look at all of them.
Cauldrons?
This is
Yeah,
standard
cauldrons and then a broken
I don't know what, a platter.
pot.
This is like a giant, it looks like a stein of green,
Why don't you have a
goo.
sip, Morgan?
Yeah.
I'm sure it's delicious.
Your legs are also glowing.
I
There's
know.
some sort of lighting
this
effects
is
in here.
completely
happening.
normal. Oh, and there are more ghosts. Everywhere you look, a different ghost is popping up. It's really, really cool.
I think like this is one of those booth experience. People that come to the Nintendo booth, if they come in here, they're not going to forget it. It's
Oh no,
really, really cool.
it really is immersive. You just lose yourself in the game. You're in the game world right now. We got some cool chandelier action over there.
You're just like Animal Crossing.
I feel like
Not
you could
yet.
just slide through the wall at any moment, but
That would actually be pretty terrifying.
Do they have an Animal Crossing exhibit? Let me check.
Oh, and that song.
No.
That music.
Okay.
Yeah,
You gotta love that music.
Ooh, all right, well, we're going to see gameplay of this later, but right now we want to take it back to the stage
for the first live gameplay of something else completely, something much happier than this. Animal Crossing, New Horizons. Don't go anywhere.
That is exactly what you wanted and they gave it to you.
Welcome back to Nintendo Treehouse Live at E3 2019. And what we've got coming up here is something that I think a lot of folks are highly anticipating.
Yes.
This is the world premiere of live gameplay for the newest title in the Animal Crossing series, Animal Crossing New Horizons. And some of the stuff that we saw in the Nintendo Direct, but also showing off some brand new stuff. So before we get too much further, I'm Sam. I'm here with Sam.
He says, here's your itemized bill.
Kami-san from the development team to give us some development insight. Thank you so much.
I can't wait to play. Look,
So just to kick
he has
us off
the
here, I think
one
Animal
that
Crossing
writes
series we
music
watched
on
together.
his shirt.
Right
Oh,
at that
from
news that
Club
this time
LOL.
is
Yeah, KK.
Deserted Island, which is quite different from the games that we previously had in the Animal Crossing series. Can you tell us a little bit about why you chose a deserted island as your setting this time?
Oh, it's a deserted island? Hey, that's what it kind of looks like. They're all trapped on an island. Under the molten lava moon.
暮らしをしてその村の中で暮らしを楽しむっていう遊びだったんですけど、今回スイッチで新しい動物の森を体験していただくにあたって何かその流れで全く新しい体験ができないかと思いました。
So, one of the reasons that we thought about having the player live on a deserted island, there's actually two main reasons. And one of the reasons being that previously in the legacy titles, we had the player come to a pre-existing village and then have them start a life there and from scratch. But we thought maybe we can give the players a new experience.
もう一つは、そうやって無人島という何もないところを一から作り上げていくっていうところで今までだったらもう最初から村として存在していたために選択肢としてなかった新しい選択の自由っていうところでも新しい体験をしていただけるんじゃないかと思いました。
And then another thing that we thought was by giving the players a choice, a freedom to build something there, something that that they may have not been able to in previous titles, that we were able to give them that opportunity to build everything from scratch. We thought that would be a great experience.
Awesome, and I know folks have been waiting a long time to get a chance to look at this title, so why don't we hop right into the game and give folks a look? じゃあちょっと今日は見ていた
I
だきたい
can't wait
So I'm going to start off.
to build a table. A table.
To continue on
Yep, and set it on the beach.
About expanding the freedom. Animal Crossing has always been a series about freedom.
No.
You could choose to spend your time however you want. Fishing,
Wait.
collecting bugs.
I bet Catherine's gonna be there. Yeah, sure.
Here is how much that has been expanded.
Oh, it's Tom Nook and his
I love
kids.
everything about their outfits. They're ready for island life. Tom Nook and Timmy and Tommy look so ready to go.
And they're talking about E3. The line between the real life and Animal Crossing life is blurring even further.
You know we're watching. 今回タヌキチたちはタヌキ開発という新しい事業をしていまして、でその無人島パッケージプランに参加している形になります。でママ吉つぶ
Yes, indeed.
タヌキチを手伝って一緒に働いています。
So Tom
Get
Nook
on with your
this time
new
around, they have a
hipness.
development company called Nook Inc. And then the player is set to be relocating to the island through Nook Inc.'s Deserted Island Getaway Package. And then Timmy and Tommy also have a store in there.
It's definitely a bold new business plan. I like it. Even when they're in a beautiful tropical setting, they're thinking about the business. And before
It looks like Diana, that pink. It probably is just pink and yellow. Probably is. I mean, there are a whole bunch.
まだテントを
Animal
張って
Crossing.
ここをベースに暮らしを始めたばかりの状態になります。ちょっと中も入ってみたいと思います。
So this is where your island life starts. This is the tent that you'll get, and then we decided to pitch it on the beach.
このようにちょっとまだ始めたばかりなので、サヌ吉に最初に支給してもらった簡単な家具しかない状態です。
Are you still the mayor?
And then we only have
Probably not.
bare minimums that Tom Nook gave us at the moment.
I think that's key. He really did only provide you with the bare minimum here.
ちなみに今回このようにハッピーホームデザイナーでもそうだったんですけど、家具を今までの半分の単位で動かせるようになっています。
And this time around, just like Happy Home Designer.
Katie, are you wanting to see them go outside and make trees?
The buildings.
で今までより自由な部屋作りを楽しんでいただけると思います。
And so I think this will allow you to have more versatility in home decoration.
And worth mentioning here, so we're not at the very beginning of the game, it's early, but when you start, there's not even a top there.
ちなみに家具なんですけど、動画で見ていただいた方お気づきだとは思うんですけど、今回このようにすべての家具をフィールドに置くこともできます。
And as for the furniture, I think many of you have noticed in the video, but you can also place them outside on the field.
でフィールドで草原もなんですけど、
A hamster, a hamster, a hamster, a hamster. Is that who you specifically want in your town? Yes. I want it to be all hamsters.
And then not just the furniture, but also the tent itself. You're able to place them on the beach. This was something that you couldn't do in New Leaf, but we're able to do that.
Oh, you can live on the beach, Oscar. Yep. DIY recipes. But you know, Katie, I'm not gonna live on the beach. Wanna know why? Shush. Okay.
So there are two elements that I want to show you. One, both of them are something that you saw in the video. One of them is the DIY recipes, and then the other one is being able to put furniture outside. So since we're here at E3 at Treehouse Live, I think I want to make that as a goal, and then
you can call people.
That right now.
That's great.
Yeah.
これはたぬきちから最初に支給されたスマホなんですけど、その中にDIY の自分が作れるレシピのアプリがあります。この中から
You make stuff.
決めたいと思います。
I know.
It
looks so cool.
That I got from Tom Nook. And then there's a DIY recipe
Nook
app.
phone.
So I'm going to browse around and look for something that I want to make.
DIY は道具ですとか家具ですとか島で取れるいろんな材料を使っていろんなバリエーションのものが作ることができます。
And these DIY recipes include everything from tools to furniture, and you can use a lot of the materials that you can find around the island.
ちなみに雑草とか今無人島で草だらけなんですけど雑草を使って
You had to get a bag of weed.
なんかもあります。
5 weeds. So you can pick up weeds instead of just ripping them out of the ground. Yes.
じゃあベンチを飾って座れるようにしたいなと思ってこのルブベンチを作ろうと思うんですけど木材を取る必要があるのでまずは木材を取るためのものを作っていきたいと思います。
So I want to make this log bench, but in order to make the log bench, I need some hardwood. So I am going to
I thought that was a wall.
So I wonder if as we're looking around here, we just take a look at the up in the sky because it really is a beautiful day.
そういえば動物の森田のファンの皆さんご存知だと思うんですけど現実の時間に連動していてその時間や季節に応じてその風景が移り変わっている
So I think a lot of the Animal Crossing fans already know this, but the game clock is actually linked to the real time. So the seasons and the time of the day, it changes.
No, just kidding. All of them do that.
The clock that you live in.
今まで北半球の季節にしか対応していなかったんですけど今回南半球の季節の選択です。
And until the previous titles, we only had the game set in northern hemisphere. But from New Horizons, we have a southern hemisphere as well.
That's
so
a lot.
Play in the southern hemisphere.
No, I'd like to play in the northern hemisphere. Off in the hole.
So right now, since it is June and it's set to June in northern hemisphere, but if you have it set to southern hemisphere, then it'll be in winter.
Really cool, I think, being able to give players that flexibility. So if you live in the southern hemisphere and you want the seasons and things, the weather to kind of match more like what you're experiencing in real life, you can have that choice. And we got lucky here. I think that the weather is so good for the stream because you never know what's going to happen in Animal Crossing weather-wise, but this looks gorgeous.
斧の材料が揃ったんで、では次 DIY をしてみたいと思います。ただ私は作業台を今持ってないので、作業台を貸してもらえる場所にご案内します。
So now that I have all the materials for cleansing axe, I'm gonna go somewhere where they're gonna let me do this for free.
Yes.
これたぬきち
Wait a
たちの案
second.
内所になっています。
Where's the other little
生
ship?
活をサポートしてくれるすごく便利な場所になっています。
So this is the resident service area by Nook Inc. And then they support all the residents on the island with their lives.
Do your tools break?
Look how proud they are.
They might. I think it might have showed her axe breaking.
この案内所には豆吉だったら何かいらないものを買い取ってくれたりですとか。
So other functions of the resident service, Kimmy would buy something that you don't need in the inventory.
雑草も買い取ってもらえるので、草をそのままワイルドなフィールドを楽しみたい方はそのままにしていただいてもいいですし、
Do you have less room for stuff now?
ここで買い取ってもらうといいと思います。
So we've mentioned weeds on the island earlier, but if you want to clean it up, then you can clean them up and then sell
16.
it to me.
So in the regular games, there's 16 spaces. Next time she shows that, to count it. Count the first one real quick.
In contrast, I picked
Well, the gardening guy's not there. Oh yeah. Leaf.
道具もこのように売ってたりもするんですけど、お金が余っていたり、もちろん買って済ませてもいいですし、自分で拾って材料を作ってもどちらでも自由に楽しんでいただければと思います。
So as you can see, you can do a little shopping here too, and then you have the option to buy the tools, purchase the tools here as well. But I mean, you can basically, you'll have that freedom of whether if you want to buy them or if you want to collect the materials on the island and then make it yourself.
ちなみにこのたぬき市のこの案内所でもう一つ特徴的な新しい
What's Nook Miles? I don't know.
ノックマイレージになります。
So one of the new functions here is Nook mileage, Nook miles.
でこのノックマイルというのは実際のマイルのように例えば今回お出かけ飛行機に乗ってお出かけするんですけど、その飛行機に乗ったりですか、そのショッピングをしたりとか、今この斧を実際作ってこのように DIY ツールを作ったことによってとか、島で過ごすいろんな体験に対してマイルを持って
Okay.
Nook miles works like the actual airline mileage program. So when we
Take
moved out
it
here on the airplane, you got miles for that.
Hey, can you open the spots for me?
You also accumulate miles for that. We just made a flimsy axe, so we got miles credit for that as well. And then so there's so many ways to acquire these miles and then also use them as well.
ちなみに日本語ではたぬきマイレージです。
It's called tanuki mileage in Japanese.
でこのマイレージを貯めるとなんかいろんなサービスとかまたオリジナルアイテムと交換できるので、マイレージによってまた新しい楽しみと遊びが広がるようになっています。
And then these miles, you'll be able to exchange them for items and other activities. So it's a new way of enjoying the game.
Oh, look, there's Tommy. I was wondering where he was.
You enjoy in Animal Crossing. On top of it just being a fun way for you to relax, you're making progress in the
Don't
game. You're
cut
having
down
a
the
chance
tree.
to earn some of those rewards.
Please.
And you can earn those rewards
don't
for
cut
doing
down
things
the
that you didn't
tree.
always earn rewards for before, like even just picking weeds. Sure, it made your area more beautiful, but it didn't really give you anything else. But now you can earn miles for that and use them for something.
じゃあ斧も手に入ったことなんで木材を集めていきたいと思います。
Since I now have the flimsy axe, I think I'm going to start collecting hardwood.
And here we can see just the variety.
Can't
Collecting
cut them
things has always
down.
been a part of Animal Crossing, but there's so many different types of collectible crafting materials now. Even looking at the wood that you're chopping there, every time you pick something up, you're going to wonder, okay, what am I going to do with this? What am I going to make with this next?
こうやって斧を使って木から木材を切り出すことができるんですけども、ちょっと今今回時間も限られている中で、
You can stack them on top of each other, which is cool.
野上さんに手伝ってもらおうと思います。
So as you can see, I can use this flimsy axe to cut hardwood, but since we have a limited amount of time today and there's a lot of hardwood to collect, I think I'm going to recruit Mr. Nogami here and have him help me out.
Right on. どのようにするかと言いますと、今コールアイランダーというアプリを使うと同じ島に住んでる住人同士で一緒にプレイすることができるようになります。
So this is how I'm going to do this. On the Nook phone, there is an application called Call an Islander, and then when you call an island, you'll be able to call another resident on the island and then play together.
So since there's a house on this island as well,
I have to tell Katie this.
Help out. Nogami-san, I love your outfit. That's awesome. Looks very appropriate for a squid researcher.
I don't know why I'm wearing this outfit, but all right.
It's a good look. このようにそのジョイコンをお裾分けして同じ住民同士で遊べるっていうのが実は動物の森シリーズで初めての体験
This is just so cool.
So actually, to be able to play with your friend or family by sharing Joy-Con controllers is something that's very new to the Animal Crossing franchise.
でこうやって一緒にやることでもう木材集めなどもはかどるので、今までだったらこう一人ずつ別々に遊んで、見ているしかできなかった時間差でもちろん楽しんでいただくこともできるんですけど、今回こうやって同時に遊んでいただくことができます。
So in the previous titles, I mean, of course, you were able to watch each other play and then have fun that way. But with New Horizons, you're able to play together and then cooperate in a sense. And then so it's basically a whole new way of playing together.
And just as you're collecting this material here, looking at the wind blowing through the trees, the graphics, it's really just beautiful to watch, but I'm also really drawn to the sound effects here. Nogami-san, can you talk to us a little bit about the sound design for this game?
そうですね、今回のニューホライズンズではよりこうユーザーお客さんにこの没入体験を楽しんでいただくためにいろいろな工夫を
I have to tell Katie
So there's,
this.
a lot of things that we've experimented and then we've tried out for the users to have that immersive feeling when they're playing this game.
でそのためにはフォーリーサウンドという手法を取り入れていまして、例えば砂の上を実際に歩いたり、あるいはちょっとスタジオの近くの草を買ってきて踏みつけたりして足音の音を録音してよりナチュラルな音を再現しています。
And in order to achieve that from a sound perspective, we adapted this technique called Foley recording. And then what it essentially does is record a natural sound and then use it as a sound effect in the game. So we sometimes walked on sand to get that sound, or cut some grass from around the office and then walked on it to get that sound.
あと今木や草がちょっと揺れてるのが見えると思うんですけど、今作風を表現していまして、風が強くなると木が揺れたりというふうになんていうか現実の空気を再現しようとしています。
And then another thing that you probably noticed is that the leaves on the trees are kind of moving.
Yeah.
And then this is actually expressing the wind on the island. So depending on how strong the wind is blowing, some of them sway a little bit harder.
And the sound of the wind is really beautiful too. It's very relaxing and immersive.
じゃあベンチがそう言ってる間に出来上がったんですけど、ちょっとまだこれ1個だけでは寂しいので、もう1個何か作ってみたいと思います。
So now I have a bench, but just having a single furniture is a little bit sad. So I think I'm going to make something else too.
何か野上さん。
そうですね、僕がキャンプファイヤーを持っているので、それのちょっと大きい版のボンファイヤーを作ってみましょうか。
So since I already have a campfire, why don't we make a bonfire? Looks a little bit bigger and more fun.
ボンファイヤーはキャンプファイヤーと木材を使って作ることができます。で、このように何か DIY で作った家具を使ってさらに作るというような DIY もあります。
So bonfire, you'll be able to make that with some wood and a campfire, which is an item. There are items where you will need another item to create. So there's a lot of variety in these recipes.
じゃあちょっと野上さんに交代します。
So I'm gonna change the leader to Mr. Nogami.
このように今誰がリーダーでその誰に付き添ってプレイしているかっていうのが分かるようになっています。
As you can see, there's a little flag on top of Mr. Nogami's head, and then that shows that he's the leader, and then you'll be able to tell who'll be leading that gameplay.
Nogami-san, are you walking around with a squid?
Yeah. なぜハイカを持ってますね。なんでこんなもん持ってるんでしょう。
I don't know why I have a squid, but I always have it in my pocket.
ちょっと僕これキャンプファイヤーを持ってますので、はい、これをとこれとこれを拾って、はい、10個あるんで、じゃあこれで。
Okay, so since I already have a campfire, I'm gonna pick up the wood and then I'm gonna go craft a bonfire on the workbench.
So it's one of the things that's really wonderful here for the first time in the Animal Crossing series, being able to play side by side at the same time with other folks who live on your island. This idea that you can have your different inventories, swap back and forth who's in charge, and then take advantage of that. You can actually have up to 8 players living on a single island, and 4 of them can play together this way just by sharing Joy-Con on a single system. So if you've got someone in your family, their thing is, I just really like collecting this material or that material, you can kind of share the load a little bit as you work on your island and then come play together. You're all enjoying the experience at the same time, and you're taking turns and trading and making these much bigger crafting projects.
Well, I have to tell Katie this.
On your island,
this
there's
is
also
so cool.
Local wireless and online multiplayer that we're going to be able to talk about hopefully more later on. But with that, it can be 8 people all gathering on a single player's island to have the same kind of fun activity side by side.
Yeah, the trailer in the Nintendo Direct, if you saw that scene at the very end with all the different players there, that was actually made using that feature.
じゃあちょっとボンファイヤーできましたんで、ちょうど写真を撮るのに色気
I'll make all the flimsy tools.
私最初のこのテントの周りを豪華にしたいんで、じゃあここにぜひ置いてください。
じゃあさっき作ったボンファイヤーを置きます。
So since
また間違えた。
今までのようにこのドロップアイテム、プレイスアイテムっていうのは葉っぱの状態で置くこともできるし、こうやって飾ることもできます。
So since we now have a bonfire, we hunted a location. Miss Kyoboko hunted a location, and then decided that around the tent would probably be the best place. And then so they're going to decorate this area. And then Miss Kyoboko also mentioned that there's a place an item and drop an item option, and then the players would be able to choose whether they want to place the furniture, like decorate the furniture, or just place the leaf.
It is really incredible. It opens up your entire island, really, the same way you decorated your house. You're going to be able to put stuff in so many interesting places and really make your island feel like your own.
じゃあこんな感じで場所も整ったので写真を撮ってみたいと思います。
Okay, since we have the location and we have everything set up, I think I'm going to take a photo.
カメラはもちろんそのスイッチの本体機能で撮っていただくこともできるんですけど、そのスマホにもカメラのアプリがあります。
So of course you'll be able to use the switch function, the switch camera to take a photo, but we also have a camera app on the Nook phone.
このカメラを使っていただくことでズーム機能だったりこういうフィルター機能っていうのもあってなんかより自由な撮影を楽しんでいただけます。
And by using this camera app, you're able to select filters or zoom in and out, and then so you'll be able to take photos that you desire that you can decorate a little bit more.
Daddy, are you still on your phone?
It's a way to commemorate a big project, or we've got a bunch
are
of
you
friends
still
that
gonna
have
chat
used
to me?
this photo.
Because Katie and Evie are upstairs.
Okay, I think I'm gonna strike a pose and then take this photo.
And something that folks maybe if they're very sharp-eyed are noticing, there's a little sort of spout that's coming out of the sand not too far from you. We can't really show this too much yet, but there's actually clams living on the beach, and if you dig those up, you can craft fishing bait using clams. So worthwhile keeping that in mind if you're really into fishing. That's going to be a lot of fun for folks who want to catch some really cool fish too.
今この辺りにいましたよね。
I think I saw some spout coming out here.
Oh, nice! Got it.
このように で DIY レシピっていうのは例えば動物から教えてもらったりとか何かこのアイテムを手に入れたことがきっかけでひらめいたりとか、買ったりとか、いろんな手段で DIY レシピが増えていきます。
So DIY recipes will be acquiring them
Okay.
through other
I can't wait to tell this to Katie, Daddy.
something that like
It looks so
that
cool.
you'll also be able to acquire, or
I wish that had come out sooner though.
buy them at stores as well.
I think it's interesting how that's really going to mix up players' experiences, depending on how you and maybe a friend of yours have been experiencing life on your island and what activities you've been doing. You might have quite a different collection.
I
of
wonder if
recipes
there's a
at your
museum.
disposal. So then when
Let's
you have a
skip
chance
to the
to get
next
together and play
game.
together, it might be, oh, what have you been making? What did I find? This is how I got this recipe. But it's a nice way to kind of share that knowledge.
Let me
and
check what the
information
next
with play.
game is.
そうですね。今日お店初めてアニマルクロッシングニューホライゾンお見せしましたけども、なんかだいぶできてるんじゃないかっていうふうに
That's almost over.
けども、実は我々開発スタッフにはまだまだこれからやらなければいけないことがあります。
So as you can see, we've shown you some of the gameplay of New Horizons, and then you may think that a lot of this is close to being done, yet there's a lot of elements that we still want to work on.
2020年3月20日の発売日に向けて我々スタッフ一同頑張ってますので、もう少しだけお時間ください。
So I'm sorry to ask, but if you would let us work a little bit longer and release this game on March 20th, 2020, we would very much appreciate it.
Well, I can certainly say, based on the experiences I've had having a great time with this game in the office, it's very much worth the wait. So I know, folks, if you're fans of the game, it's hard to be patient, but it's coming together so beautifully. I think the hardest thing for me right now is working on the game. I'm just ready to get my island, but it'll be soon. And Kyogoku-san, do you have any final thoughts that you'd like to share with our viewers as well as we wrap up?
はい、今回この新しい無人
Are we the president? Are you the mayor in this one?
楽しんでいただけるようにともう少しお時間いただくんです
They
けど
haven't really discussed that, whether you're the mayor or not.
開発頑張っていきますので、もう少しお待ちいただければと思います。
So we'll be asking you for a little bit more time in order for us to have you enjoy this desert life on an island for a very, very long time. So we're all working hard to release this game. So thank you very much for your understanding.
Yeah, but in the meantime, if you wanted to hang out with some of your Animal Crossing friends, you could check out Animal Crossing Pocket Camp on smart devices to download. And there's a lot of stuff that's been added to that game since we released it. So please check that out. But that's all the time we have for today for Animal Crossing New Horizons. Thank you so much, Sam, Kyogoku-san, Nogoku-san, and Noriko. And coming up next on Nintendo Treehouse Live, we got The Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening. Stay tuned.
Bye.
Wait, what? There's a change off in Link's Awakening? That's cool. Oh, it's cool how there's Mario characters. And there's a change off, and there's... I don't know where those spike things actually came from. But they're from Mario, I'm pretty sure. What's that crazy owl? we'll talk about now. This thing's look a lot cooler than in the old game because I've been playing the old game, so looks easier too. Easier to look around and everything. I'm a talking alligator. La da 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 da. Dar da dar da dar. It's really long. At least all the rest is Link's Awakening, though. Wait. Link's Awakening. What? I mean, earlier when I was showing it and he was fighting the spider boss, he could hop, so hopefully he can hop. Looks like he can't, so. Change home. Right. You think this looks cool, Daddy?
Hi, welcome back to
it's showing the
Link's
Awakening.
Here with Audrey, Sam, Yoriko, and we are going to take a look at some live gameplay of the Nintendo Switch version of one of my favorite.
Oh, they're back. Okay. I just come to skip it through because they weren't doing anything.
Absolutely.
You still doing all right?
Fine.
Yeah.
I love you, buddy. When the dryer's done, we're gonna get our swim stuff on and probably go. Okay.
Hey, Daddy.
What?
Can you tell? Oh, look, that looks like Mario.
Yeah.
Can you tell Katie that about the Animal Crossing thing?
Sure.
Okay.
But I love this beautiful tilt shift visual effect we've got going. There's kind of an ethereal haze on the corners of the screen. It's just a really lovely reimagining of this classic game. And since we're lucky enough to have Aonuma-san here, I was hoping perhaps you could tell us a little bit about the creation of this art style and why it was chosen to reimagine Koholint Island.
Everything's so cute, made out of little clay.
実は私がまだゼルダを作る前のねゲームなので、私はこのゲームは本当に一ユーザーとして純粋に楽しんだんですよ。
And so, actually, this game, I wasn't actually involved in creating it. I was just a player playing this game.
でその時その当時ねゲームボーイで遊んでるわけですけどこのゲームボーイの小さなこの画面からその、下にこう広い世界が広がってるみたいなそんなイメージでずっと遊んでたんですけどその感覚を生かす形でチルトシフトって言ってね画面の上と下にこうちょっとボケが発生してますけどちょうどそのミニチュアのジオラマの世界を覗いてるみたいなそんな感じ
I
のイ
wonder
メ
if
ー
the
ジになるようにグラフィックを
cuckoos,
And so when I
the
played it on the
chickens,
original Game Boy
will do that.
it was
Attack,
a small
or they
screen,
attack
and it
you
felt like
when
a
you hit them
small world,
twice.
but very vast as well. And so it was kind of had this tilt shift perspective, and so that's why I thought this miniature diorama art style would be perfect for this game.
It really is the perfect way to bring this world to life. And I didn't mean it. I'm sorry, Much. I didn't mean that. I only mean to hit Kukos.
Don't do that either.
Oh, I disagree. We hard disagree on that point. So I'm going into the Chindi game shop here, and fans who played the original
There's
game,
Yoshi.
a little bit of a difference here because there are actual real crane physics going on here. So I'm going to try my best to get this Yoshi figure, but it's pretty difficult with the crane.
Yeah, the crane physics make this a lot more fun, I think.
And speaking of Yoshi,
It's looking good.
Oh, I might.
Oh yeah,
Am I gonna
it's
pull it
looking
off?
pretty good. Oh,
no!
no!
I slipped out. So close, you know. But speaking of Yoshi, that's not a face that you usually see in Zelda games. So since we have Dan here
Grab
to work on
his
the original
face.
localization of the game, perhaps you could just really quickly. I want to ask.
Oh,
Dan,
no.
it
No,
was
no.
to see a Mario face in a Zelda game for the first time.
Well, I was surprised as anyone. You know, I think the team was trying to create sort of a otherworldly atmosphere and bringing in some things that would make people kind of wonder, you know, what's going on here.
Yeah.
And I think that adds to the mystery of the story and is really like a great feature of this game. And I think really makes it feel like a different world.
Yeah.
Absolutely, it really does. And like we said, this is a true. I'm gonna try and get that heart one more time. I won't make people watch me fail over and over again.
You got plenty of rupees.
I do.
Just keep going.
But this really is a truly classic Zelda game brought to life. So I was hoping Aonuma-san could tell us what it was like returning to a more traditional Zelda game after working on The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild.
ブレス・オブ・ザ・ワールドが完成した今、またこういった伝統的なゼルダに戻ることについてお話しいただけますでしょうか。
まあこのゲームも26年前に作られたゲームなんでもう今やなかなかそれを溢れる機会も減ってきてたんでいつかはリメイクしたいなっていうふうには思ってたんですよ。
And so the original Game Boy version was released 26 years ago, so it's a little bit hard to get your hands on the original game. So I've always wanted to remake this title.
And we're so very glad that he did.
じゃあなぜ今なのかっていうことなんですけどやっぱりその、ゼルダの今までの伝統的な遊びをこう変化させて生まれ変わってブレス・オブ・ザ・ワイルドを多くの人に遊んでもらって今だからこそこういうねまた伝統的なゼルダのゲームも新鮮に楽しんでもらえるんじゃないかなと思って今リメイクすることにしたんです。
And so, why now, you might ask? It's just because we thought, well, Breath of the Wild broke the convention of Zelda, and now, because as a lot of people have played Breath of the Wild, they could go back to something, a more traditional Zelda, like Link's Awakening, and we hope that this gameplay will be fresh for people.
It absolutely feels brand new. I've played Link's Awakening probably a million times, but this feels like a brand new game. It's absolutely delightful.
It looks like a brand new game.
Now that I somehow managed to get that Yoshi doll out of that crane game, I'm gonna chop all the grass in the world. No, I'm not really. This Yoshi doll is actually a part of a pretty vast trading quest in this game. So I'm gonna go into this house, which I love looking around. There's so many little details in this house. There's like chopped up piece of fruit on that cutting board, all those little beds in a row.
I love how they're all bunched up together. I suppose if you want to get into the one at the very end, you have to get in the first one and just roll all the way over.
Absolutely. So before I do this lady a favor, I didn't mean to throw that at her baby.
She's holding a baby.
I didn't mean to throw that at her baby, but I'm doing her a solid here, so it's fine. I'm gonna break her pots, throw things at her baby, and then give her a Yoshi doll.
Okay,
Yeah.
fair trade, I suppose.
Absolutely. And so in exchange for that, I got a ribbon, and then I can exchange the ribbon with someone else in this world. So everybody wins.
So I know that Audrey touched on it a little bit earlier with Dan, but Dan, you did work on the original localization for this title. Yeah, and this world is filled with all kinds of different charming and quirky characters, and I was wondering if you had any particular favorite.
It's really hard to pick a favorite because there's so many. I was trying to think of a good answer for this, and the only one I could remember was that alligator named Sail.
Yeah.
This is all you can think.
Right.
I don't know why he stuck in my mind, but I just thought it was very funny that there was an alligator named Sail who would sell you things. But I'm curious what Aonuma-san's favorite characters are. I guess.
青沼さんの一番好きなキャラクターは誰でしょうか。
はい、そこに今画面にいますけど、ワンワンっていうね、マリオのキャラクターですけど、ネタバレになっちゃうとあまり言えないんですけど、すごい活躍をしてくれて。
Hey, Katie. Oscar! Did you figure out which Poochie's real, okay? Try to figure out which one's real. Very hard. That one. Nope, you're wrong. No, I need him. You just stole him. I want to play with him for a second. Give him to me.
Can I play with Rock Poochie?
Yes, you can play with Rock Poochie. Here you go.
Yeesh me, baby.
Make sure not to get the paint on anything.
I won't.
The story actually, again, we're not going to
Someone,
say anything,
Rock
but Link is
Poochie.
shipwrecked on this island, and Marin actually rescues him. And so then he
Okay.
has to go and awakening the windfish. And Marin here is singing one of my all-time favorite songs, Ballad of the Windfish. It's an original song from this game. It's absolutely heartbreakingly gorgeous.
It's hard not to get emotional listening.
It really is. I'm not going to tear up. I promised myself I wouldn't, but it's really beautiful. I have to go ahead and grab this Kuko to lighten the mood so I don't cry. But
all of the music in the segment.
yes, Zelda's known for its music,
Yeah.
and this game is no exception. The music, the sound design, everything is just expertly done, as all Zelda games are. And so, one other thing I want to do here is...
Ocarina of Time has a lot of music too.
That seems to me like a good idea.
Don't try this at home.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And my brilliant plan paid off.
Yeah,
I
in
found
this
some
case, you're
parts.
rewarded for it.
Yes. Don't try this at home, kiddos. So, we already asked about your favorite character, Aonuma-san, but there's so much to love
Daddy
about
is
this
still
game.
there.
Could you tell us what your favorite thing about this game is?
さっきこの本作で好きなキャラの話していただきましたけど、本作で青沼さんが好きなことは何ですか？
このゲームね、2D マリオのプロデュ
Oh,
ー
never
サ
mind.
ー
He's
が
talking
作
to
っ
the
たこ
girls.
ともあ
I
っ
can
て、
hear
さっき言ったワンワンとかマリオのキャラクターがすごくいろんなところに出てくるんですね。
Girls reads Katie and my
As many of
sister.
you know, Mr. Tezuka was involved in creating The Link's Awakening, and so as like characters like that,
Off in the hole.
you see in Mario characters that usually aren't in the Zelda series.
であとダンジョンに横スクロールの画面が出てきたりとか、今までのね、今まではこの後もそうなんですけど、ゼルダにない要素がたくさん入ってるとっても異色作なんですよ。
And so, a lot of the dungeons even have side-scrolling stages, which is again not very something you see often in the Zelda series.
キャラクターもすごく個性的で、ちょっとコミカルなんですけど、でもこうじんわりとこう感動させられるようなシーンもあったりして、その世界観がすごく好きで、私はこの後ゼルダを作るっていうことになりますけど、この作品には随分影響を受けてます。
And so,
They have no more chats.
the characters also are very memorable. They're lively, they're comical, but they also bring
I
tears
hope
to your
more
eyes.
people
You know?
start watching
And so,
soon.
a lot of that influenced what I had to do when I was developing Zelda going forward.
Absolutely, and you may have seen a second ago, I was using my shield. I want to point out that
Oh,
a huge
they're back.
UI improvement of this game is that your sword, shield, things like your power bracelet, Pegasus boots are always equipped. which is a huge improvement on the original because that frees up your Y and X button for whatever else you want to equip, and it just makes things a lot easier. And that's one of the things I really love about this version of the game is that it retains the classic feel and personality of the original, but with the just perfectly refined UI of modern Zelda games, which is really, really cool to see. And one last thing I'm going to point out here in Maybe Village is we see Dampe's shack mentioned on this sign. And that's kind of interesting because Dampe was not originally in this game.
Yeah.
And what is he doing in this game? I'm not going to tell you, but we're going to tell you a little bit later in this segment. It's a little bit of a tease. But I think I've explored Maybe Village enough, and I'm going to go ahead and show us a little something else.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Full of secrets on this day. Yeah, we're very, very excited to announce that the Color Dungeon is indeed in this version of the game. The Color Dungeon was first introduced in the DX version from the Game Boy Color, and this is the complete version of this. So, as I said, we're very, very happy to confirm that the Color Dungeon is in this game.
Right. Color maybe not quite as novel as it was on the Game Boy Color, but still really neat to see that all of the content of that DX version is represented here.
Absolutely. And as you can see, these camo goblins kind of sink into the ground in their various colors. And as you can see, I'm going to break
You
the
have
pots.
to break pots.
I'm sorry.
Because we're playing a Zelda game.
Thank you for your patience, Aonuma-san, while I break all these pots. So this is a puzzle. I'm not going to go too far into this dungeon. I don't want to spoil it for everybody, but basically you hit these switches and it changes the switches next to them. I've played this about 1 billion times, so I know what I'm doing here.
You know what to do here.
Yes. And I'm not going to go too much farther, but I would be remiss as a Zelda fan if I let this clearly bombable wall pass me up.
Right.
So it's got cracks in it. It makes a different sound when you hit it with your sword. It's begging to be bombed. So I'm going to go ahead and do it justice.
Oblige.
Boom. And I'm rewarded with a room full of rupees, which is one of the best things in the world.
Please
to
collect
be
them all.
honest. I'm going to get them all.
Okay, thank you.
We can go about our business. Da-na-na-na. I'll stop being a nerd now and just get the rest of the rupees. All right, and that was all I'm going to show you of the Color Dungeon. As I said, it's just kind of a sneak peek, and now we're going to show you something that's brand new to the game. Take it away, Sam.
That's right. So we saw this in the Nintendo Direct, but there was the new little bit that was added to The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening for Nintendo Switch. So just as the Color Dungeon was brand new content for the DX version, what we've got here for the Nintendo Switch version is called the Chamber Dungeon. And just to give you an idea of where we are in the world here, we're in Taltal Heights, and we're just slightly to the east here of this Moblin hideout. We see this new location, and this is something that DX players might recognize as being the camera hut, but in this game it's something brand new.
It looks like a shack.
Yeah, it looks a little bit like a shack, and it's filled with our friend Dampe here.
I was looking for an adventuring assistant too.
Right, yeah. So this is something that I actually wanted to ask Aonuma-san about the introduction of Dampe into the world of Link's Awakening. He wasn't originally here on Koholint Island, so would you like to talk a little bit about what he's doing here and about maybe some of the inspiration behind the Chamber Dungeon?
断片の紹介とあとパネルダンジョンについてお話しいただけますでしょうか。
このダンペさんって、時のオカリナから出てきてるキャラクターで、墓守の設定の人なんですけど、今回その人で新しくこう登場して、
This looks really cool.
そこでパネルダンジョンという新しい遊びを体験してもらおうと思います。
And so many of you may know Dampe was maybe in, I think, Ocarina of Time, and he was a gravekeeper there. But in this game, he's going to be the one that introduces you to the new game called...
Yeah, he died in Ocarina of Time as a gravekeeper.
クリアしてきたダンジョンと一部屋をパズルのピースのようなパネルにしてですね、それを並べることで実際のそのダンジョンがアレンジできるっていうそういう遊びで、そのお題をですねこのダンペさんが出してくれるっていうそういう遊びになってます。
And so what are chamber dungeons?
So they are where you can create your own dungeons. If you complete a dungeon, you get pieces that you for each room that you cleared, and you could rearrange them to make your own dungeon. And so Dampe will be the one that introduces you to challenges in creating chamber dungeons.
でダンジョンをね、ユーザーがこう自分でアレンジできるって遊びが前からゼルダに入れてみたいなってずっと思ってたんですけど、誰もができるようにするために難しいこと考えなくてもできるパズルを解くような感覚でやるとそれを解くと、ダンジョンができるっていうね、そういう遊びにしました。
And so I've always wanted to create a way for players to create their own dungeon, but I didn't want to make it anything too hard. So just like a puzzle or solving a puzzle, I wanted to make this chamber dungeon easy enough for people to play and feel like they're solving a puzzle.
Yeah, that's right. And you can see here, so I've started a little bit of a dungeon arrangement here. And the way these chambers are arranged, up at the top here, they're categorized in depending on how many doorways they have. So you can see here, these are all chambers that have one doorway. These are all chambers that have two, etc. And then you can see they're further categorized into where the doorways are exiting out of the chambers. So a few things about dungeon arrangement in the chamber dungeon. You'll need to make sure that you have at least an entrance and a nightmare. Those are kind of the primary components of any dungeon. But also you'll want to make sure that all of the doorways are connected to other doorways. So you can't leave any of those just hanging unfulfilled there. So you can see I'm starting to make a little bit of a dungeon arrangement here. And you might notice a few other things. So some of these chambers have
well, this video is really long.
And those give you an idea of the sorts of features that are available in this particular chamber. So you can see this one has a treasure chest, and this one has a staircase, and some of them have locked doors. If you're using locked doors, you need to make sure that you include enough chambers with treasure chests to supply enough keys for you to get through all of those locked doors. And the way those stairways connect is really fun, because what you can do is if you use stairways, they'll automatically create a sub-area that you'll have to go through between the two stairways, and that's one of those 2D side-scrolling sections that Anuma-san was talking about a little bit earlier, and you might see some fun enemies in there. But so this is like a Picross-like puzzle. So the chamber dungeon, unlike any other dungeon before, you arrange these yourself, but they're challenges. You have to go through this puzzle portion of the arrangement, and once you're finished with that, then you have to adventure through your dungeon. So the challenge comes in two parts. The chamber dungeon can actually take a little bit of time to arrange. Like I said, it is a puzzle, so it takes some time to get through. So I'm not gonna go through the entire thing just here. So I'm gonna skip ahead to one that I have arranged previously. If it works.
And you're very, very devious, so I'm sure that it's full of all kinds of terrible, awful things.
I seem to have a little bit of issue with the controller here. Let me try and get that sorted out. But while we're getting this figured out, I was wondering if Anuma-san could talk a little bit about the chamber dungeon and how it mixes up the gameplay for someone who has already played through the Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening.
このパネルダンジョンの追加
Just
で
I'm tired.
遊んだ方でも遊んでない方でもどのようなプレイを期待できますでしょうか。
そうですね。オリジナルはを遊ばれた皆さんの記憶に強く残るそういうゲームだったと思いますけど、実はあんまりダンジョンのことは覚えてない人が多いんじゃないかなと思うんですけど。
So I know this game left a strong impression on many players, but honestly, I don't know if everybody remembers exactly how to play everything.
でこのパネルダンジョンってそのパズルを解くような形で感覚でそのダンジョンをアレンジするっていうお話をしましたけど、そこまで遊んできたダンジョンの記憶をもとにそれでダンジョンをこうアレンジするとですね、またちょっとこう面白いダンジョンが作れるんで、これをこう本編のダンジョンをクリアしながらこれをパネルダンジョンを遊んでいくと、そのダンジョンの記憶っていうのはすごく強く残るものになるんじゃないかなと思ってます。
And so as I mentioned earlier, this is just like figuring out a puzzle. So if you go back to your memories of how you completed the dungeon and then play this dungeon as well, I think it will leave a very strong impression while you play. And also, if you play this while you progress the main story, I think it will even leave a stronger impression.
All right, so we've got this up here now, and you can see now that there's a little green check mark there next to the Fill Up Your Hearts challenge. Well, I guess I should have explained that. This particular challenge, you needed to fill in every single one of the empty tiles with a chamber. And so this one I've already completed. You can see I've cleared it. And when you complete it, you get a clear time. And you'll see that that's 7 minutes and 42 seconds right now. And one of the fun things that you can do with those clear times is you can challenge yourself to beat your dungeon faster and faster. Or you could challenge a friend to see if they might be able to beat your dungeon in a faster time. So I was wondering if Anuma-san, would you please play through this dungeon and see if you could please beat my clear time?
アナさんに遊んでいただけるでしょうか。そして僕のタイムを早くクリアでしていただきたいんですけども。
えらいことをお願いされてしまったな。
That's a big ask, but I'll do my best.
私ゲーム開発者ですけど非常にゲームが下手くそなんで。
So I'm a game developer, but I'm not very good at games.
まあでもとりあえずチャレンジしてみます。
But I'll do my best. This is a great rare treat for all of us.
Yeah. Ainuma-san, of course, has spent, I'm sure, many, many years thinking about the dungeon arrangement and the flow of a player's movements through a dungeon and about pacing the puzzles properly. So I'm really curious to see how he's going to get on with this dungeon where I've thought about none of those
how much
things.
have you been thinking about those things, Sam?
This was designed to torture other Treehouse members.
Yeah, apologies. I admittedly, I did include some more devious elements here. Yeah, using the map is really an effective way to get through this particular dungeon.
回ってますからまずこういってここまで宝箱を開けるっていうのがいい感じですね。
So I'm gonna go through that route and try to get that key over there where you saw the cursor hovering.
Okay. He's calling his shots. I like
being
it.
Strategic. I like
Yeah. Yeah, these guys could be really challenging. They're more like a timing puzzle almost.
Yeah.
Trying to defeat them.
And as you mentioned, since it times your completion, it's a real fun and terrible treat to try and best your friend's time beating a dungeon.
He's doing really well so far. So yeah, I said I think my clear time again was like 7 minutes 42 seconds. So he's on a really good pace right now.
Already got another key.
This is almost like a randomizer of sorts. So these are all familiar rooms. So you've seen these rooms in other dungeons, and Dompe will create these chambers for you. And even though you know the puzzle, you may know the way through it, because they're all arranged in a completely different order, it's a new type of challenge.
Yes, and that really adds someone, even if you're somebody who has memorized every corner of this game, all of those dungeons, those rooms become brand new when you or a friend has arranged them into something completely different.
Right. Quickly dispatching all of those keys and finding yet another treasure chest.
This isn't his first Zelda rodeo.
Yeah, apparently not. I think it's really funny, Anum-san, that...
oh, he knew about your devious tricks, Sam.
Yeah, okay. I love using those spinning blades, because usually when you walk into a room in Zelda, you're thinking about, okay, what kind of puzzle am I going to face here? What kind of, am I going to have a challenging enemy that I'm going to need to battle? But with those spinning blades, the challenge really is just walking into the room.
Really can shake your confidence.
Using the map again.
Check the map again.
Yeah. Yeah, I was saying earlier, I think it's really funny that Anuma-san has Rock's Feather on Y, because the
correct answer, Sam.
Yeah. Oh, really? Well, in Breath of the Wild, the jump button was X, so I always put Rock's Feather on X.
そうなんです。トラップはジャンプで受けれるんですけど、結構失敗するんです。
So you could, avoid that enemy with jumping, but you know what? Sometimes you fail. So.
Yeah. He's making really great time through this dungeon.
I love just pushing those enemies off the edge.
Right.
Get out of here.
He might just beat your time, Sam.
I'm thinking that's going to happen. So the chamber... Ooh. Yeah, this room is a little bit challenging. So yeah, those chamber dungeon challenges come in 2 parts. And you're going to have different conditions that you need to fill for those challenges, for both the arrangement portion of the challenge, but also through the adventure portion of the challenge. Oh, nice. Already. My goodness.
Oh, he's only at 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Do you see that?
I am. I'm kind of awestruck. I don't know how. Oh no! Oh, you got it. There you go.
He's trying to make the time feel better, Sam.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Oh yeah, he's just delaying to try and make me feel better.
I think this. Yeah, I think this looks really good.
So we're at the boss now.
And this is a really fun one.
Yeah.
I like this guy.
Yeah, this isn't your kind of standard hit him 3 times and you're done kind of boss.
Yeah, as we briefly mentioned, all of the characters, the bosses, the NPCs in this game are so unforgettable,
Right.
so quirky.
I like how they kind of talk to you.
Yeah.
He's giving you a little clue about what to do here.
Got a bit of an attitude on that one.
If I beat him, would it be a spoiler? Are we okay?
It's this is only for the boss of the second dungeon in the game, so I think maybe it's still early.
まあ2番目のダンジョンなんで、まあ大丈夫なんですけど。
Making
But
quick
yeah,
work
he's
of
making
him,
really
too.
quick work of it. But I really like the sequence. He's using a technique, actually, that I've never seen before. He's staying really close to the boss and then getting under the fireballs, which is not something that I've seen before.
No, I think the normal strategy is to get hit by lots of fireballs.
Right.
Yeah, that may be different from the original game, too. This has more of a 3D feel to it. I don't
Right.
know.
No, that's
I
true.
can tell you for sure. It's been 26
Oh,
years
and he's in the second phase. Nice. I didn't know you could hit multiple times there.
Am I doing pretty well?
He's doing great.
Wow. すっごくうまいです。
I think you're making him angry, though.
Yeah,
He's got this. He's gonna laugh at you, I think.
I was gonna say, at this rate, he's gonna shave 4 minutes off my time.
Got
Goodness
him.
gracious!
Wow. And that's how you do
Nice
that.
work. Nice work. And a new record. Yeah. Completely my dungeon clear time. Thank you so much for playing through that. I appreciate it.
fooling us
It
on
doesn't
Zelda.
seem to have tripped you up all that much.
Yes.
All right, well, we're running low on time for the Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening. But before we go, we had something really cool that we wanted to share with everyone. And yes,
This is little guy here. It's a new amiibo for The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening.
Yes.
And he's
Oh, that's
so shiny
cool.
and adorable.
Oh my
and
God.
I'm never letting him go.
Yeah. he's gonna mess up some bokoblins and melt your heart.
このアミーボ本当にゲームの中に出てくるリンクそのままなんですよ。これだけアミーボとそれからゲームの中のキャラクターが一致してるのって今まで初めてじゃないかなと思いますけどね。
So this might be the first amiibo where Link looks exactly like he's taken out of the game. He
Yeah.
looks just exactly like what he is in the game.
100%.
Absolutely.
Oh, he's adorable. So what he's going to do for The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening is he's going to add into the chamber dungeon what's called a plus effect. And the plus effects are layered on top of the chambers, and they add a new gameplay variant to what would otherwise be a familiar room. So what Link adds, the Link's Awakening amiibo here, what he adds is Shadow Link to your dungeon. And Shadow Link is not like a normal mini-boss where you fight him in a single room. He'll actually chase you through several different rooms.
Oh, wow.
So if you're playing through your own chamber dungeon and you add Shadow Link and you defeat him, you can earn a lot of rupees. So that's a great thing to do if you're maybe running low in the main game. But it's also a fun thing to do if you have someone else play your chamber dungeon like I had out on Uma-san. I could have laid a little trap for him and maybe placed Shadow Link on top of one of those chambers. And there are other plus effects in the game that we might be talking about a little bit more later. And in addition to the Link's Awakening amiibo, there's also the other Legend of Zelda series amiibo.
Daddy, I think it looks good, but do you?
That. Any Legend of Zelda character amiibo will work with the Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening. So if you have from the Smash Brothers series, if you have Sheik or Ganondorf or something like that,
So
will
you
also work
don't
with
need
game.
this, right, Sam?
No, I need it. Please don't. I have a hole in my heart
Yes.
already.
But yeah, we wanted to share this beautiful new amiibo with everybody. Absolutely lovely.
Yes.
All right. Well, that's all the time we have for Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening. Next up, we have a new trailer for a different game, and after that, we're going to see some live gameplay of Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3: Black Lotus. So stay tuned, Treehouse Live.
Thank you, Anu.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hey, stop staring. Haven't you guys ever seen a dragon before? Here comes Spyro.
Oh no.
Nicely done.
Do you think this looks cool? I don't think I'd want to play it though.
I just want to kick some.
What? What are you watching now? It's new. It's a video game for...
It's the Marvel video game?
Hey Katie, did you know that on Animal Crossing that you can make it where 2 people can play at a time?
Yeah. Did you know you're behind?
Yeah.
You want me to skip?
No.
Okay. We're gonna go swimming in a little bit.
I don't really want to watch this.
Oh, you don't want to watch the Marvel part?
But that's it. That's the whole thing.
Whoops. That was my bad.
So, go and tell Daddy.
This is the last one?
Yeah.
The character in one context, you might not recognize some of these older costumes or things that maybe didn't show up.
I mean, this looks cool, but I don't want to watch it.
Okay, I'll go tell Dad.
Yeah, it's kind of a synthesis of all of those different mediums that they've appeared in. And we want to kind of distill them down to their core and make sure that we had the best possible version of each character that everyone would
That guy's made of metal.
We're just meeting with Magneto. It's a bad thing that happens all the time. Oh, and there they go. They'll be fine.
I feel like one of them will be fine, the other one's kind of fleshy, meaty bones.
Yeah.
I'm a little worried about
Colossus stands a better chance of a safe landing. He's got a hard head as long as he lands on that up there.
This is why I think if I was ever doing that, I'd probably be a bad guy, because I would just want to talk trash and throw people around.
You want to
monologue? Like one person, but they get to say the coolest stuff.
Alright, so let's see if we can't convince the Magnetos to join the Alliance. He's with Juggernaut and Mystique, which is going to make it probably very difficult where we're at right now. But we can practice.
There we go. Oh, we stunned him. There we go.
Well, there's no way to beat him right now, but that may change when we get more powerful. This is
clearly apparent right there.
We're not convincing him.
So now... Oh, not the mansion.
See what I mean? He says the coolest stuff.
Yeah, no one's having all the good lines.
Juggernaut. Nothing can stop him.
Oh yeah, that's right. It's almost like he wrote that. So here's kind of going to be a challenging part where we need to run from the Juggernaut through this debris field of the mansion. And...
Short. No, it's not. Come on, buddy.
The swimsuits aren't dry yet.
Oh, it's up to you, Cap.
Oh no, I'm out.
Oh gosh.
Cap,
Get it closer. Oh no. Oh, did he get me? Oh, he got me.
What?
Well, this is somewhere maybe if we'd chosen a more agile
why don't we go back to a shield point and we'll pick some characters who might be better at fleeing from
splatting me into the wall.
It's such a large roster. Luckily, there's a character for every situation.
Actually, the mobility side of it's really interesting because some of the characters can fly, some of them can. It actually really changes your mobility, even as far as who has a double jump, who doesn't, what they do when they're up in the air. But that kind of flexibility is something that's really useful to keep in mind when you're thinking about a moment like that.
Alright, let's go in here and switch to some more mobile characters. Okay.
And we'll switch. The Thor can fly.
Yeah, that's a good choice. The spider characters are good.
We got Miles.
Alright, everybody press B. We'll give this another try. We can do it.
Honestly, this guy's just my boy anyway. I want to see him.
Oh yeah, Venom's awesome.
We're getting lots of team bonuses too. That's cool.
Yeah. Alright, let's go back to it.
The team of snappy dressers.
Alright, so just talk to Beast again to trigger. Oh, we may have to boost Magneto again.
Oh, we can take him. We got some
this time we got stronger characters.
We got this.
Oh, we can
we skip this?
Yeah, we can skip it.
Okay.
So Mark, I know you've been writing Marvel comics for years, and you've had a chance to work with a lot of these franchises. Before that, you were actually a Marvel editor as well.
I was.
I imagine that skill set really comes into play when you're trying to manage such a large project and such a large roster.
It does. You know, having that ability to balance where everybody is in this story at the same time was something we needed to do in editorial a lot, because we'd be overseeing 10, 15 books a month.
Where
we
is
have to know
everybody right
in
now?
an Avengers title where Captain America and Thor were going to be that month in their own books. So being able to take all of these characters and keep a constant eye on them while I was putting together this story, it was very helpful to have that background.
Sorry, I'm so focused on beating this guy.
Yeah, we got to get.
No, staggered them all. Good.
So we got a lot of synergies going on.
Very good. Come on, Zibia. There we go.
Get in here. Alright, should we take these smaller sentinels out first?
Yeah, let's get rid of
Get their cores.
Yeah, that way they have. There's one. See a core.
Oh, no.
Ooh. Ow.
Swing out of here for a little bit.
There we go. Get this other guy. Yeah. Oh, Thor down.
What?
Thor down. I got bombed on.
I gotcha.
My bad.
All right, then. Venom cares.
There we go. We're back. We're back. Look out for the surrounding fire there.
Oh, get out of there.
Okay,
We can
now
dodge.
we're good. Ooh. Okay. Got in there.
I think we got him. Let's do the Ultimate Alliance
Yeah.
again.
Got it. Look at all that
There we
damage.
I think that he won't like that. Alright.
There we go. A lot quicker.
Everybody leveled up too. We
Now
got
we just
rare
gotta deal
items.
with Juggernaut.
It was worth it.
Alright, let's
We got
get
more
this.
experience points.
Let's get back to where we were.
Yeah.
We got this.
Skip some cinemas.
Alright, try to persuade you. We already know it's going to happen.
If we can
Just jump right in there.
stick them on.
Should we try and see if we can take down
Oh,
Juggernaut?
it's fun.
Okay.
You can see Mystique throws out these explosive grenades that are trouble.
Almost.
So the characters all have a good variety of attack patterns, and I love how that captures, you know, the same kind of things that they would do in the actual comics.
Aww. That was in
Yep.
his school.
All right, yep.
Try your stuff again.
Get that.
Okay.
All right, we can do this. There we go.
We got this, guys.
Juggernaut, take two.
I think he just kind of took us by surprise, even though we've done it.
Swing out of here.
Gotta watch out for
Oh,
chandeliers,
no, I got
though.
stuck in the chandelier.
Watch out for chandeliers. He has like a shockwave in front of him too that you have to watch
Oh,
out
man.
for.
He is just getting us. Come on, you
We
guys got it.
bro. I got it.
Oh, keep going, keep going.
All right, here's the payoff.
Juggernaut is no joke.
So just in time for tacos.
I sincerely hope you practiced
That's
this out
the money
loud
shot.
when you're
Yeah,
writing.
that's
I
the money
gotta
shot.
make sure the song is working.
Yes. In the mirror, I sang that many mornings.
My family's just like, what's wrong with you?
Deadpool?
Yeah, for some reason he's in this.
You gonna go swimming, Bubba?
Yep.
Alright. Tell everybody you'll see him later.
See you later, everybody.
See you later, Crocagator.
This is a Marvel thing.